Hello. Today is definitely my beads. I need to get some more. I would love to have these kind of just simple conversations with a nice person about Orisa, Alekes, whatever. I want to get some more. I make them for a hobby. One day, make some Alekes. But we don't talk about these things ever. I know. 3 years later, it's still Saudi Arabia and the KKK. I'm personally tired of it. But no, I'm not imagining it. It got worse than ever when I moved to DC. Yeah, I mean, that would be predictable, I know. But when you're a woman and you're watching your nation fall apart anywhere on the planet, you're going to react the way I am and have the thoughts I am. Hi, Mickey. Let Mama film, okay? My cats do nothing wrong. It's that I'm refused employment and safe and proper and obvious. Any adult that has a brain can see that what they're doing here, how I live, and yeah. I'm doing the best I can with the circumstances, and my cats, I'm trying to maintain a happy, even kill for them. Kneel, or whatever these terms are. Don't get me on that right now. I can't remember anything. I've been too traumatized here. Yeah, I've seen that before, like on the TV with the crime victims or whatever. They can't remember. That happened to me. I remember everything, what they did, but my vocabulary is shot, things like that. And it's also because of the noise. This is insane here. There's no way they can justify that many helicopters flying over anyone's house. And there's no way you can justify having a kid in that kind of fucking environment. You just can't, folks. I don't want to hear it. I just don't. I'm filled up. I'm filled up. I don't want to get upset with my baby cats. So I will share everything and all that I have witnessed here from the day I moved in. How about this? I could put it in writing if I get a green light. All right. Juan, the one that I put online, the one that moved out, that lived here forever, he was on the utility bill. One. He was on the water bill. They illegally, as I realized in time, took water bill payment from me for water I wasn't even here consuming. It's a whole nother chapter or a page or a paragraph, so let's not get abstract. Bam, right there. Just take this all into civil court. Take some notes, take it all, throw it, onto your complaint. The cat is running around like a wild cat. Two cats, both this way and that way. I'm trying to narrate. Yeah, fucking right, man. Yeah, fucking right I am. It's a fucking wild house in here. It's all right, but it's going to be a very crazy video. Whoa, 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 baby kitty. Mama loves you, boys. Mama loves them. All right. Well, I don't know what to talk about. There's no fucking way I can do this anymore here. Thank God there's no sirens or helicopters. Or semi and tractor trailers. My fucking God, it's nice. But no matter what, even when it's quiet like this, there are moments you still get this really loud, ear-piercing, rotating, beeping that shoots off from I don't know where. It's those construction guys that crawl down the alley like rats. That's probably them. I mean, we could predict. But sometimes it's coming from, fuck yeah, man. It's fucked up here. So anyways, I'll just pick up because there's too much fucking craziness in this room and outside for me to just fuck you all, to expect that of me. Yeah, so I'll take my garbage out and I'll film. There's noise, constant noise, we know. I'll film it and we'll just go ahead and keep compiling evidence. That's part of what I do. And yeah, I got real dangerous here. It got real. I'm surprised, but not. Wow, yeah. And so we'll film that. And damn, man, this video is kind of going to shit. Honestly, try to keep a point and stuff. It's just too much shit rocketing off in every room. Animals jumping and flying. And I just can't do this here. I can't. And then when they stop, it'll be helicopters and sirens and beeping and construction sites, and I just can't. And if it's not that, it's somebody being past my door. Maybe more than one person. You can tell there's more than one out there sometimes carrying stuff in bags, and you'll hear it clink, 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 clink. creep, creep, clink, clink of stuff in the bags. And then maybe half an hour, 20, 15 minutes later, whenever I feel it's safe to open my door, I smell this mold. Like I just went into a dungeon in Europe they just discovered from 500 years ago. Yeah, I mean that moldy. Yeah, I fucking mean that. I'm very serious, motherfuckers. Like, what the fuck kind of mold? Wow. Clink, 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 creep. Creep past the door. What the fuck is in that bag? Wow. I'm not going to try this anymore. This to keep a nice little podcast going with the point flowing and everything perfect. That's fucking impossible here. I'm getting frustrated, but this is expected if it is. That's very, very sick in your heads. I'm afraid to go to the kitchen, but I trust in my higher power. I'll be all right. Just film fast. Go down there. You got that Instagram going. Drop the trash. Just film the house because the cops pick all of that up. Yeah, man. Yeah. And then let them all barrage me with all this evidence. That's fine. All your little creepy fucking comments. I don't get no comments from nice people. That's why I've determined there must not be any in the United States. No. They comment and flood and run and rush to people whose taco trucks are going out of business. Yeah. Go research this. It's not hard to find. So, I was gonna make a nice little point and a nice little narration, but that went to shit after the cats started fucking flying back and forth. This is fucking bullshit here. And I have emotions that fucking follow. Start to cuss. I can't believe what the fuck happened to my life. I'm in a fucking room. There's fucking moldy body parts being drug around the house. What the fuck happened? What the fuck? I rented a goddamn room off Craigslist. What the fuck happened here? What the fuck happened in Washington, D.C.? I came here first time I was 21. I could totally go into this cool spiritual experience I had. Of course, you know I could do that. Why? Because all we're ever going to do on YouTube is talk about Al-Qaeda and KKK. You think I don't get tired of it? Why don't you deal with this shit so a woman like me can do something else with herself? Motherfuckers? I do get really sad. I have so many other things and needs that need to be met. And I've just given up that they will ever be met and that I will ever do anything else but this. I hate to be all sad and depressed, but when nobody ever asks how you're doing, nobody ever gives you a hug, just start there. I know those are more needs that a human needs to be met. I know. So my statement right there. Okay? They're not being met. They won't be met. But there's a cause and effect to that. I'm just going to be really, really fucking, whatever the word. I don't see any end to this. No. It just got worse and worse than I ever could imagine. I would assume have predicted if I went back to New York City, this kind of stuff would occur. Organized crime, really horrible shit. But no, I was shocked that it happened a mile from the White House. Yeah. And that is still happening. I know, right? She's flushing away vinegar one day, potpourri the next. It's just disgusting here. I have every right to. I took a complete associate's degree in criminal justice. That's why I sit here and I'm like in shock. I'm like, Heidi, you studied law. You pre-law. You would have had a law degree by now. I know. Then I get sad. And I realize there's no end to this. I'm never going to do anything but KKK and Al Qaeda and live in poverty. That's sad. By herself? Yeah, they don't want nothing to do with me here. We can tell. Can I get out of the country? With what fucking money? And where would I go? No, I'll just stay here and live by myself all alone. And talk about KKK and Al Qaeda, I guess, Saudi Arabia, Iran, all them, you know. Forevermore. This is why I was born, I guess. That's fucking sad. But then I try to keep it in the right perspective. This is just a really horrible time era I was born into. And in a really bad nation, so it's a combo. And this is the lives that people had to live. So keep it in his story, write it all down. Here comes a semi or trailer truck. It's got to be, with all probability and odds, somebody will keep it, and someday it'll be found and it'll be a historical record of what it was like in 2021. Somebody, this woman, wrote it all down, and it's pretty credible. And they'll put it for history. I took a history class. I learned about like how historians, you took a semester class. They'll find it. They'll find it. I don't have to put it in a time tunnel or anything. No, just get it done. I'll live through this. I'll self-publish. I'll be there some little bit. Yeah. And I'll write about that, how these Al Qaeda's tried to constantly cover this up. Yeah. No, it will be in historical somewhere. They'll use it somewhere. Some PhD student will use this as a site. They'll cite maybe something I did as what it was like in 2021, 100 years ago, for women, for people. Yeah. I guess, there's some purpose beyond my understanding right now, because right now my existence here is just to talk about endlessly with no end ever. There won't be. I'll just die an old lady talking about Saudi Arabia and the KKK, how horrible they are. I'll be alone, crawling around in my house, probably die on the floor. Maybe my cats will eat my face off. I'll be like this 80-year-old lady. Die. Finally, alone, right? That's how they are in this society, so just keep writing about it. They just rejected her and exiled her. Of course, this is clear. And then she died, and her cats, when she was like 80, ate her face off. Cats don't do that. Not my cats. My cats wouldn't eat my face off. I'm just trying to be theatrical. No. Cats don't eat their parents' face off. Do you, Miggy? You don't eat faces off? No. Nice kitty cats don't eat faces off. And I'm not dying. No. I'm just trying to get this over, right? I hope I did. No, Baby and Miggy don't eat the faces off of people. Okay, I'm just getting my point over, all right? Yeah. So I will tell everything I heard. The day that he came looking for a syringe, the landlord came, knocked on my door, and asked me if I had a syringe. I'll do that one in full. All these things, fuck yeah, I have the right. I have the fucking goddamn right. And no, I'm taking my guidance very seriously, because I have witnessed way too much violence in here. Oh yeah. And it's obvious. I have once again, that's right. I got an associate's in pre-law. Mommy, that does, let's not bother reasoning with crackheads. Mommy, that says something. Yeah, I know. So you are definitely witnessing criminal activity. You would know that. I do. All right. So yeah, stay away from these people. Yeah, good call. All right. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only cop in America, right? I qualify. I got an associate's degree. It's requirement for job placement, but they won't hire me. No, I know. I know that. I know why. It's because they're all organized crime. Not the Santa Monica Police Department. No, not them. I'm not able to be one of those type of cops. I could have done investigations. That's all I ever said I would do. No, they didn't want anything to do with me, dude. No. My guidance wasn't from the state and the city. It's all these politicians that Al Qaeda placed. Al Qaeda placed them all over. They had 30 years to do it. So I had some real problems in my life here in America, which I will write for historical purposes. That's why I was refused jobs at the city and state level. No, they banned against that. No, do not let her work in policing. She cannot work in policing. That's illegal. I guess it's illegal that I become ever any sort of investigator. Okay. So I did it all at home by myself. And, yeah, and put it all for historical purposes. This is what they did to women, and women like me that did things like I did. This is what happened. And no, I don't think there's an end to it. I think they'll chase me, these Arabic men and these white men will chase me till I'm 80. Chasing, gonna get her today. They'll have their grandsons doing it when I'm 80. I'm gonna get her today. At least I won't die here in this house. I got scared for a while. Yeah, anyone would be fucking very concerned. I'm witnessing serious criminal activity all the time. And yeah, you gotta really, just stop and go, this is really getting dangerous. It has been really dangerous. But I will be all right. I will live through this. And we will just live with Al Qaeda and the KKK forever here in the United States. Never really being able to overthrow and me being chased around. This is what I guess my life is. And I will just be really poor and always ride that bus. Ride that bus and walk around by yourself. It's okay, Mickey. Mama loves you. Bebes. This is a shirt. I had to recycle it. I like this look, this style. It's fine. But I'm so poor, I can't buy clothes. But that's what I get. You're illegal. You broke the law forever, thinking you could work in investigations. You're going to pay now. All right. So this is what I get. Be really fucking poor. More than I can even comprehend. Walk around, ride that bus. If you can afford the bus, dear. Depends if I can actually pay for the bus. No, I'm not making this up. I know. That's what I get. That's my life story here, so that's why I'm going to write it down the best I can. Make it very clear and very legible for historical purposes. I'm going to end with this. All these phony writers who are stealing my content, I want to address you. You've been doing it for years, so, there's no covering the tracks, okay? And you'll never be a real author, and I'll tell you why. And you'll never be able to pull it off, so it doesn't matter. It's not like some secret recipe that you can mimic. In order to actually write and be a really good author, you have to type it. You can't do your little talking thing you do into the laptop and talk while you're high, puffing on drugs. Talk, and it copies the words, and you know what I'm saying? Those things. No, you have to type it. And you got to go through what you learned in English classes. Rough, all this stuff. I'm not going to explain this to adults. Type, edit. You got to do some basic editing. You have to have some grammar skills. And you have to read books. Have some form of reading comprehension skills, which I know you don't have. And with that combo, this is what takes an author, okay? So not everybody can just do it. No, it's a gift. And if you have that gift, this is how you do it. And no one who has the gift, okay, hold on. I got more interruptions. Stop it. No one who has the gift, I forgot my point. Let's just move on. So what you do, it's constant interruptions, this mayhem, craziness here. Yeah, I'm upset. What you do is by the time you're done with all the steps it takes, I'm not going to speak this out like it's class time, into writing a manuscript. By the time you're somewhat done, maybe not final editing, you've gone through the series of whatever the word by doing these steps, and I'm being brief. I'll elaborate more later, but this is not the setting. Because you're reading it as you're going. I think an author knows what I mean. So by the time you get close to the final product, you've read it, you're like, whatever the word in it, in your manuscript, it's an analogy. And so the reader for the final product is really experiencing that. Manuscript, essay, okay, hold on. Stop it! It's impossible here. I'm trying my hardest. It's never going to happen to make a solid, clear point. So, but it's a stark difference. A true, actual author from... Stop it! Excuse me. It's a stark difference. A true, actual author from somebody who gets one of these little things and talks and then writes a book. No. Your talking needs to be on a podcast. Your talking doesn't need to be put into written format and published. To really get to that reader. And this is for people who have comprehension skills and can read. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a stuck-up person. Yeah, I am. Yeah, because authors like that are remembered in history. And there's not just one author in 100 years. There's thousands of authors. Thousands of people have a gift of this. Thousands of people all over the planet. But you, stop it! Fuck, he's out of control, man. Fuck, I hate living here. He used to never be like that. I can't remember what I was saying, sorry. It's not gonna happen here in this house. Nice things like that will never happen, having a nice conversation. I'm gonna end it with this because it's upsetting that I can't make a fucking point here. It's never gonna happen, but I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna close with this. That's all I was trying to do. By the time you're done with your manuscript, and you've actually written it, not talked it, the reader, especially if the reader knows you and likes your writing style, okay, this is for journalists, authors all over the world, planet. The reader is just totally got that. They've got it. They live it too. Do you know what I mean? They're there, whether this is a fiction or nonfiction. Okay? And not everybody is going to okay, know how you say this. That's the wrong way to say this. That's completely wrong. My statement would have been wrong. Each author has their own writing style. Okay? I'm going to end now, because this is just so depressing, the situation I'm in. But each author has their own writing style. So, the people who like your style of writing, this is for authors all over the world. When you're truly writing, well, be there's some word I can't think of because of this situation I'm in life. I don't have a vocabulary, but I think you'll understand. You'll have a little, not fan base. It's not that. It's community, kind of, sort of, yeah. People who really like to read you. I don't feel been able to do that because I've been in prison here in DC, and before that I was running for my life from Saudi Arabia and the KKK. I have a lot of writing I've written all my life. I was absolutely going to publish it, but I never foresaw that my life in this time era would be spent, the rest of it, running from the Saudi Arabian royal family and the KKK. But it looks like that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. So I'll try to publish, folks, but that's kind of hard to do it all. It is. All right, God bless America. Say goodbye.